Week and a wonderful April, which I mean, I know I can't believe April is almost over. It went by in a flash. I mean, I did get stuff done, but not as much stuff as I would have liked to have done. I suffer from making too many goals. And because I made too many goals, I forgot to send out a reminder about this. So I don't even know if anyone is here in live. So if you're here, say hi. I'm going to try to check my computer and see if I can see anyone. Let's see. Make sure you can hear me. All right. I'm going to assume everything is good and you can hear me. Let me check. I tried to stream this to Crowdcast, so let's fingers crossed. Sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't. Um, so I think it's saying it's working. Let's see. Nope. Let's see. So we're talking today about Thrivecart. So if you're new here, I'm Lisa, and oh, there we go. We can hear me. And I have switched over everything to Thrivecart recently. So I just really loved it. And I just wanted to share, like, when you're excited about something, you're like, I must tell everybody about this great new product. How did they not know? So that's why we're here today to just talk about Thrivecart. And is it worth it? Because I did have it for a while and I didn't use it. I tried out other things. I tried out Samcart. I tried out FG Funnels. I tried out Kajabi. I tried out Cart Studio, I think it's called. So we're going to go through all of those today so that you can, two things. One, see if it's even worth it for you to buy Thrivecart. And then two, also figure out like, maybe is this even something you need? So, you know me, I never like do a hard sell or push anything or try to make people feel bad. I just kind of tell you about things that I think are cool. And if you also like them, that would be great. And I also just wanted to make sure that if you were worried, if you sell planners, whether those are physical planners, digital planners, stickers, notebooks, you can actually just start selling them today with only Thrivecart. You don't need to buy a domain. You don't need to build a website. You can just get going like immediately. And yes, it does do shipping for you. It does taxes for you. So we're going to go through all of that. This actually came up as a question. So every month during Planner Pixies, which is the monthly membership, I give everyone a chance on Voxer to ask me any questions. And so this month, someone asked me like, "Hey, I just want to start selling this. Should I send a PayPal invoice? Should I send a Stripe invoice? Like, what do I do?" And so I was like, "Oh, you should just use Thrivecart." And I gave her a quick tutorial. And then she's like, "Oh, I'm still confused about this." And so I was like, "You know what? Let me just put together a whole course," because I had exactly the same questions when I was first starting out. So we're going to talk about the course I put together today, too. Oh, someone is here. Hey, Angela. How are you? All right. So the starter kit. So in the description below, in case you're like, I'm going to hurry up and just read that, I just wanted to give some context to this. So you're going to get the Thrivecart Starter Kit for free two ways. One, if you join Planner Pixies, it's part of the annual VIP bonuses. You get the courses and you get all of the checkout templates. Or if you purchase Thrivecart using my affiliate link, which is below, you'll just get it. It'll be an instant bonus. Like when you use my affiliate link, you'll get access to everything. Or if you already own Thrivecart and you're just watching this because you're like me and you're like, I bought it, but I don't really know if I want to use it. It's kind of just sitting there. You can get the course and all of the templates today with a special price that's good for today and tomorrow. So I will leave a link to that below as well. Okay, so what is Thrivecart? So let's like back up for anybody who's like super new and just wondering what's going on. Thrivecart is three things. It's a checkout tool. So Samcart, I feel like has way more advertisements and promotions for it. It's way more expensive, but it does have like prettier checkout templates already built into it. But it's the same thing. It's a checkout cart, like you see right here, where people can put their information, their credit card information, and then pay you for a digital product, a course, coaching, a service, a physical product. I mean, they can pay for anything using Thrivecart. But it's also a sales funnel builder. And that's usually the number one reason why people purchase it because it can do upsells, downsells, order bumps, all of that cool, like fancy stuff. It's already built into there. The other thing it can do is it can now host courses. Now, this is new. So, this is something new that they added last year. So, I don't know if they like got together and like knew who was doing what, but Thrivecart and Samcart, which are like two major competitors, came out with this at the same time. They both have their own like way to host courses. And that was supposed to be an incentive for you to either opt into Samcart or to Thrivecart as a checkout tool slash sales funnel. But then, hey, you can also host all your courses on there. So I did have Samcart at the time that this came out. I know I had Samcart and Thrivecart at the same time. Samcart's learning platform just wasn't as pretty or nice as the Thrivecart one. It wasn't bad. And I wish I had taken some screenshots of it, but I'm sure you can see them online. But in case you were just wondering, like, because they did such a great job with their checkout templates that were kind of like already pretty, you would think like the learning platform would be pretty too, but it just wasn't. And I think because it was just so new or they were racing to get something out, it just wasn't as great as the Thrivecart one. So that is what Thrivecart is. So you pay one fee. I think it's $4.95 right now, and it's a lifetime fee. And then it includes all of those things built inside of it. So, what is Thrivecart not? So, just to be clear, because there's a ton of other competitors out there, it's not an all-in-one solution. So, Kartra and Kajabi also do email, and this does not do email. And I believe Kartra also does webinar hosting, and it does not do that. It doesn't do email, so it's not like ConvertKit or MailChimp. And it's not a social media platform like Instagram. It's not a consumer buying site like Etsy or Amazon. So if you list something on Etsy, it will go into like the Etsy marketplace. So Thrivecart is just your own personal checkout cart. You have to share that URL with people. No one is going to know that you are part of Thrivecart. They have no like marketplace of all the products that are for sale. It's not a payment processor. So you still need PayPal and Stripe, to process any payments that are taken in. It doesn't process those payments for you. It just provides a conduit in order to do so. So you'll hook up Stripe and PayPal, and I show you exactly how to do that. In fact, I have a Stripe video out. It should come out today. I think it comes out tomorrow. That will show you exactly how to set Stripe up. And it's also not a membership site. So technically, I do run my Planner Pixies membership through Thrivecart. However, it doesn't have, to be fair, one, yes, you can have a membership site on Podia or on Thrivecart. You can have one on Podia too. But in order to get that interaction and that back and forth, I use Circle. I liked Mighty Networks as well. It was just a little overwhelming. It had a few too many bells and whistles. But it's not that membership forum, if that's what you're thinking it's going to be. So just want to make sure that's clear. I don't want to like say anything that it's not, because sometimes I think people get confused and then they get annoyed when they purchase it and it doesn't have something they thought it would have. So, what can you sell using Thrivecart? So, what can you put on there? You can put all your digital products. So, if you sell a printable, you can definitely house it inside Thrivecart Learn and sell it through the checkout page through Thrivecart, and then automatically deliver that through Thrivecart Learn to the person who purchased it. Same thing with your courses. They purchase it through the checkout and it automatically can get delivered through there. Now, if you already have your courses somewhere else, like Teachable or Kajabi or something else, you might want to keep it there, and then you can integrate the checkout feature with that as a membership platform to put people into there. It does have some native integrations with some of those applications. However, I just don't know why you'd want to keep paying a monthly fee for Teachable or Kajabi or any of them if you don't have to, if you can just pay a one-time fee to Thrivecart and never pay again. That's why I'm so excited about this. I just feel like everyone should just pay the one-time fee and then be done with it. Like, we all need less monthly expenses. We don't need more. And you know me, I'm never about free products. I'm always about paying more or premium for something when it makes sense. But for this, I think this is a premium service that you can just pay a one-time fee for and not pay extra for. So you can also sell physical products. So like I said, it's going to take all your shipping. It does do all of the tax calculation for you, and it gives you a tax report for the end of the year. So you don't have to sit through through, I can't even remember who, someone had a silly thing on how to calculate your taxes and how to buy all these spreadsheets. You don't have to do that. Thrivecart will do all of that for you. And so services like coaching and memberships, you can sell those through there as well. So you can really just sell anything you feel like. If I wanted to start selling coaching services, like one-on-one coaching services, I could just create a checkout cart inside there and start selling them that way. I don't have to go to a separate thing like Satori. Although I do like Satori. I don't know if anyone uses that. The Satori app is really good for coaching because it asks all the questions. Anyways, those are all the things that you can sell using Thrivecart. So let's just talk about the alternatives. So the first one was Samcart, and Samcart was really, really pretty. So that's why I got it, because I was like, oh, I just don't know how to design these checkout pages on Thrivecart. And to be fair, they did improve their checkout cart pages and they created a design editor. And that's why I was able to share with you Thrivecart templates today, because they've now made it possible to make all of these columns and insert text and images and testimonials and countdown timers, right? Like all of that is now built into Thrivecart, whereas before maybe Samcart was the better option. Now, Samcart is really expensive. So it's very deceptive when you go onto their website, because it'll say something like, you can start, did I put the pricing? No, you can start with some super low price. And like, I think it's like $59 a month, but you can't do anything with the $59 per month. It's totally worthless. So you really need to purchase their $199 per month plan in order to like do anything with this piece of software. So that's just my, I already talked about Samcart. So that's what I think about Samcart. ClickFunnels, I can't even tell you how much I hated ClickFunnels. I had to pay, someone to actually set up all of my ClickFunnels. I just couldn't figure it out. It was super difficult to use. And it really just hasn't been updated in like forever. So I don't even know what they're doing over there. And the email like functionality that works with it is some antiquated, like it was just really clunky and super hard to use. So I I really just strongly disliked ClickFunnels. So FG Funnels. So I feel bad because I am actually certified in FG Society, which is their funnel gorgeous, like all about writing copy and making sales pages and marketing and designing and everything else. And so they had a special offer for all of us to use it. And even with that special offer that I was grandfathered in, I just didn't want to use it. It was very much like ClickFunnels. It was hard to use. I couldn't figure it out. I even had to pay another person like money just to set up the domain, to set up the account. It can only use this really awful thing called Mailgun. And I just hate, like, I can't even tell you how much I couldn't stand it. So, anyways, it was super difficult to use. Mailgun, I think, is absolutely the worst. They do have weekly calls every week, like tech calls, and all of the. So this is kind of funny too. Don't buy any of the templates because I believe you get them all for free now. Like if you are an FG Funnels user, they're just free. So I like bought all these templates, which was kind of silly because then I didn't know that they were going to start offering them free inside FG Funnels. But anyways, regardless, they do make really pretty checkout pages, but it's still not worth using this piece of software. It was so hard to use. Studio Cart. I actually love Studio Cart. I think this was actually a really great solution. So the only problem is it can only be used on one URL. So if you are trying to do things on multiple URLs or you just don't want to clog up your website or something, that might be a little hard. The nice thing too is it actually has templates in Divi and Elementor, and it says Cubely. I don't even know what that is, but they have templates already built in. They're nothing fancy. They're pretty basic, but at least it's something to get you started. Now, Studio Cart does have monthly fees. If you wait until Black Friday, they had an amazing AppSumo deal, which I feel bad I missed it, but I think it was last year they had a Black Friday deal, and it was like $389 for a lifetime deal for them. So I did buy that. I thought that was a good deal. But right now you have to pay an ongoing membership price to use it. So I don't know. It might be worth it for you. It might not. But I did like it. It worked exactly the same as Thrivecart and it was very user friendly. So, I mean, I think it was a good alternative. Um, Etsy and Shopify. So if you want to sell your planners on Etsy and Shopify, they do have listing fees, they have transaction fees. I mean, the hard part about Etsy is they hold on to your money. So I don't know if anyone knows that they hold on to your fees until they've deemed that they've waited long enough where the customer, I guess, won't decline it or put it in a dispute, and then they send you your money. So I mean, I guess if you feel like, here's what I think about Etsy, first of all. 100% it is worth being on Etsy, as well as having your own Thrivecart account. The reason I say that is because I don't see Etsy as like the one end all be all platform. I see it more as an advertising platform. So the fees that you're paying for them, I see those as the same fees you would pay for paid ads anyway. Shopify works like Thrivecart. So you have to, there's no like Shopify marketplace. No one's going to find you through Shopify. You have to send everyone your link. And Shopify, again, is really difficult to set up. So there's a huge learning curve. I think I've told everyone my story where when I first set up Shopify, I had spent like, I don't even know, like 3,500 or 85. It was something ridiculous where you're like, why would you spend that much? On a custom like site for my planners. And this is like circa 5 years ago or whatever. And I just wasn't paying attention to the work the guy was doing on Upwork. And he was sending me screenshots of like mock-ups. And then when the whole thing was said and done, because I was so busy, I just didn't have time to go in to look at it. By the time I finally went in to go look at it, he had done nothing. It was like, it's probably like just a warning tale for how to use Upwork. But I tried to fix it. I couldn't fix it on my own. It was like super frustrating. So I have not gone back to Shopify since. Um, so why would you ever want to use Thrivecart? Why do I keep pushing this for planners? Because you can increase your average order size. I don't think people realize this. So my average order size is very small, right? I'm not doing any order bumps. I honestly am not using the full power of Thrivecart. I just migrated everything over recently. But you can do funnels, right? So you can do upsells and you can do downsells. So, if someone's buying a planner, maybe they also want to buy your subscription box. Maybe they also want to buy, past subscription box if you have past inventory left over. Maybe they want to buy specialty planners, right? Like maybe they want a dated planner, but hey, you know what? You could also upsell them on a fitness planner as well as a wellness planner, home decluttering planner, right? So people who like planners like being organized and they like having a little guidance and direction. And so you can do all of this within Thrivecart, and you cannot do that on any other platform. There's no monthly fees. Like I mentioned, you just pay a one-time fee and then you never ever have to pay again. And it calculates all your sales tax for you. So, anytime you've been on Shopify, you have to buy a plugin to help you with taxes. You have to buy another plugin to help you with VAT taxes. You have to buy another plugin for international taxes, right? So it just never, ever ends. Whereas Thrivecart just has everything built in for you. So that's why I really like it. I think it's just the easiest way to start out. You don't have to worry about monthly fees, especially if that's like a big issue, right? So sometimes it's like a big burden to have like a monthly fee for something that maybe you're just not able to fully utilize yet. And maybe you're not even making enough revenue to cover your fees. So that's why I really like Thrivecart for anyone who's starting out to selling planners. So you can sell anything on this. You can sell your digital planners, your physicals, your printables, notebooks, stationery, and you can expand this. So, as you grow your business and you want to create a membership or you want to have courses or webinars or boot camps, you can host all of these on Thrivecart. Now, I did say you can't host webinars, but you can do the webinar offsite somewhere like I'm doing right now on YouTube or on a Crowdcast. And then you can just have the replay available only through your course. So you can really do a ton of stuff with Thrivecart. So how much is it? It's like I said, it's a $495 one-time fee just to buy Thrivecart. So there are two upgrade options. So don't get confused because when you first purchase it, it's only going to ask you about the first one, Thrivecart Pro. Do you want to upgrade that for $195? Then once you're into it and you start using Thrivecart Learn, it will ask you if you want to upgrade to Learn Plus, which is another $195. So I will go over those. So first of all, should you upgrade for number one? I'm on an affiliate plan. So I have all of the items you see in pink. And I love them. And I pretty much I don't use the joint venture contract or revenue sharing, but I definitely use the affiliate center. I definitely use the sales tax when I sold physical things, and dunning. So if you've never heard the term dunning, that just means if someone has defaulted on a subscription payment, like your memberships fees, or if someone has defaulted on a payment plan, it will automatically send out reminders and emails to them versus doing nothing, right? Like you just get a notice the payments declined and then you have to go out and message people. So when I switched over from Podia over to Thrivecart, I have been spending literally hours. It is such a waste of time to individually email every single person that was in the previously named membership goal getters and ask them to sign up for Planner Pixies. Most people just signed up right away, but there were some stragglers and I had to send out individual emails. I had to triple check the transaction. It was super, super manual because there were two different systems. It was a nightmare. Like I think I wasted 3.5 hours yesterday just sending out emails. So, you know, having the dunning, and if you're ever going to make any payment plans at all or have any kind of subscription, it's 100% worth it. Now, the last one, the custom domain functionality, I don't really miss that. And, when you go to my site or buy any of my products, it will say lisasiefert.thrivecart.com. And I don't even care. I had a custom domain. I mean, I still have a custom domain for Podia, where it's programs.lisasiefert.com. And the problem is with that is that one time it went down. Cloudflare went down or some redirect went down. So my shop no one could buy anything for it wasn't that long, for like a day and a half or something. But if you just use their domain subdomain, everything works fine. So that's why I never really use custom domains anymore. I just leave everything as is. So, and plus, you know me, I'm all about honesty and being open. So I don't feel like a need to try to hide anything or mask anything. So that is why I did not upgrade to that. But here's what happens when you go to checkout. It will ask you, do you want to upgrade? And honestly, if you're going to do an upgrade, I would just add a subdomain, right? So you can still add. So instead of me having lisasiefert.thrivecart.com, if you do the upgrade to Thrivecart Pro, you could do programs.lisasiefert.com or whatever your URL is. So you get rid of Thrivecart. So then in theory, nobody even knows that you're using Thrivecart. So for the second upgrade, and this is once you're in, like you don't get it at the purchase point. You just like once you're in and using it and you're setting up Thrivecart Learn, it'll ask you if you want to upgrade to Learn Plus. Or I don't even know if it'll ask you. I think if you try to use any of the functions that are in here, it'll ask you. So all the ones highlighted in pink are the ones that I use. I did pay for the upgrade. It was totally worth it for me because I definitely have bundles. The whole Planner Pixies membership is a bundle. The Thrivecart Starter Kit that we're talking about today, that's a bundle. Team access. So I did have people helping me with trying to copy and paste stuff over from Podia. So I was able to give them team access. And I know what you're thinking, like I could just share my URL or my login. You could share your login, but remember, if you share your login with people, they now have access to your information. Like they could just change things over to their bank account. So all the payments just flow to them. So, depending on who you're hiring, and where the trust level is, you might want to just use the team function. You can add advanced sequences. So what that means is, because I know that I will probably do payment plans in the future, if I do a payment plan for anything, then in that case, what will happen is I can tag different lessons inside of a course as, phase 1, phase 2, phase 3. So if you've ever been on any of my payment plans, you know that you only get access to the first third of the course if you only made one payment. And then after a second payment out of 3, you get access to the second 2/3 of the course, right? So you can put all of those sequences in there. And when people create complete different lessons, you can actually send them a, hey, congratulations, or great job, or hey, did you have any questions at this point? Or maybe you could even upsell them into coaching at that point if they are done with the whole course and maybe now they're ready for one-on-ones. And also, most important is number 4 is importing students. So if you have students in another platform and you don't have that many, say like up to 100, it's not a big deal to manually copy them over. But if you have, I think I tried to migrate, I think it was 27,000 people were in Podia. There's no way I'm going to type in 27,000 names. So it's much easier to be able to upload a CSV file. So that's why I upgraded for the second one. So Thrivecart has a lot of native integrations. When you go to their page, you're going to see that they have all these different ones. Here's the ones that I use. And I should say lead pages, actually, it isn't true. I don't even know why they put that on there. I think that's just old, but you cannot integrate with lead pages, just so you know. But I use Zapier. I use now when you check out, you can pay with Apple Pay, with Google Pay, PayPal, or with a credit card. Credit cards are Stripe. I integrate Google Sheets, and that's pretty much it. But if you have Aweber or ShipStation or Shippo or any of those things, you can integrate with that too. So here are what I think are the most important integrations if you sell planners. Printful is great for drop shipping and print on demand. Shipping through Shippo and ShipStation. And if you sell physical products, it does integrate with Shopify if you want to put together like a cart. And then also Vervante is great for doing print on demand, helping you sell planners, notebooks, stickers, all of that stuff. It integrates with Vervante as well. So, all of the Thrivecart features, these are all of them. I've just kind of highlighted the ones that I think are most useful. I will quickly explain them. One-click order bumps when someone is checking out. And you do have this ability inside of Podia and Teachable. The only problem is you aren't able to customize it or add any details or an image, which I can do now using Thrivecart. So, because of that, um, I feel like Samcart and Thrivecart, because they both offer that feature, are much better. One-click upsells. Again, we talked about upsells. You can do downsells. You can make as many products as you want. You have the affiliate center. You can do video cards. So when you're checking out, you could add a video there just to kind of confirm to people like, hey, you want to definitely buy my product. And you can say that in a video. You can give people trials. So if you have a membership and you just want them to try it for a few days before they actually pay, you can set that up as well. You can do the sales tax, like I mentioned. You can manage people. So the nice thing too, because I had to do all those manual subscriptions for everyone that was in Goal Getters over to Thrivecart, you don't have to do that. Just a couple clicks of a button for anyone that's missed their payment and they're automatically removed. Whereas I had to go in and manually like just delete customers. So that did take a long time. Customer blacklist. So this is really if you have someone who is continually, I don't want to say doing returns, it's continually having credit card declines, or there's some people where I don't even know how it goes through. The transaction goes through, Stripe catches it, and they're like, this isn't a real credit card or a real person, and then they'll cancel it. So this way you can just put those people on a blacklist and then they won't be able to purchase anymore. This is the only product that lets you sell physical and digital products. I know it's like, as when you hear about Thrivecart, you're like, maybe I can only sell digital with this, and then I'll use Shopify or something for physical. You don't have to. You can do everything inside of here. It has a really nice dashboard where it gives you all of your stats. You can do coupons. Like I said, you can build a funnel inside of here, and people can pay using mobile payments like Apple Pay and Google Pay. So let's just talk about some of the all-in-one alternatives because those are very appealing too. And I did look at those. I was a member of Kajabi for like, I think 2 months. It was the worst 2 months ever. But no one would respond to me. It has, I think, the worst customer service out of all of the vendors that we're talking about. You really need a designer to make it look pretty. Like otherwise, it just looks like a bunch of squares and it's kind of clunky. I think you need someone to help with unless you know how to do your own HTML, CSS, I think you need to hire somebody. Plus, like I said, with 27,000 students, it was going to cost me, because it's one of those ones that penalize you for having more students. It was going to cost me $1,200 a month just to use Kajabi. And you can't sell physical products with them. So it was like just not even worth it for me. Kartra, same thing. They punish you for like growing bigger. So the more students you have, the more people you have, the more you have to pay every month. For sure, I would have had to pay the maximum. And plus, because it does email, a lot of email subscribers work by charging you more as you grow. Because in theory, they're like, okay, you have more people on your list. Obviously you're doing well. Give us more money. And so, and I'm sure there's a storage fee, but I like positive it's like nothing. It's just like a trend that email marketing services have done. So that's why I actually switched to Flowdesk. I will add a link below too. You can get Flowdesk for 50% off still if you use my link. and it's only 19 a month. And it doesn't matter if you have 500,000 people on your list, they will never charge you extra. So I really like Flowdesk. Anyways, Mighty Networks. I love Mighty Networks. It didn't have any email notifications. It doesn't allow you to push notifications. It doesn't. It was a very confusing platform only because it had too many bells and whistles. So we tried using it for Planner Academy to try to do like interaction, but there was so much going on. Nobody knew where to go or what to do. So, and you can't do any checkout cart experiences, and they charge you like a pretty hefty fee, I believe, if someone purchases through the Apple Store. So at first I was like, "Oh my god, this is so great." Was it the Apple Store or the app? The somehow they can buy through the app. And so you're like, "Oh, this is so convenient and easy." But they take something huge like a 30% share of your commission. So it wasn't that great after all. So, and you can't sell any physical products through there. So here's everything I use right now. So I have Flowdesk, like I mentioned. I will add that link below so you can get it for 19 as well. I have Thrivecart. I have Deadline Funnel. I have Lead Pages. I use Circle. So for interaction, I really like Circle. Like it has been immensely better than anything else. Facebook groups, like I don't even know, like with the algorithm, you can't even. I'm a member of like 600 Facebook groups. I don't even know what's going on there. Sure, everybody else is the same. Circle was only 79 a month. There was a less expensive option, I believe, for 20 a month or 29 a month. But I just went with the more expensive one so I could just, in case I wanted to grow, I just didn't want to worry about it. Zapier, I pay about $90 per month because to get people from Thrivecart into Circle and from lead pages to Flowdesk and all of that stuff, I did need a Zap. But keep in mind though, with Zapier, you can only pay, I think, $20 per month for Zaps to connect Flowdesk and Thrivecart. But keep in mind, I probably add 2,000 people every month to my mailing list just with all of the lead magnets I have. I have like 50 I have way too many lead magnets, first of all. But with all the lead magnets I have, that's why mine is so high. And so I pay about 361 per month, like total for my business. So do you need web hosting for Thrivecart? You do not. So, like I said, if you want to buy anything, you can see it goes to lisaseifert.thrivecart.com. Thrivecart takes care of everything. You don't have to do any, like a single domain purchase or try to set up subdomains or figure out how to change your C names or A records. Like anyone who's ever done that, it's kind of a nightmare. So you don't have to do that. Everything just works and is hosted by Thrivecart. So that's a nice thing too. But if you do have your own website, you can embed these checkout cards onto your website, onto your sales page, wherever you want, or you can make it a pop-up modal. So you can link from your email. So it's really, really versatile. And remember, if you want to use a subdomain, you do need to upgrade to Thrivecart Pro for the 195 in order to do so. Teachable, I guess I forgot to mention this. So you can't sell physical products. You really need the one that's 99 per month to like really do anything. Thinkific, same thing. You really need the 99 one. You know, I love Thinkific because it was just such an ugly like interface and platform. I don't know anybody who's still on Thinkific right now. I mean, I'm sure there are people on there, but and it was really academic focused. Like at one point, they're like, "We have quizzes." I'm like, "Who cares? I don't want to take a quiz." Like I think it was Ashlyn. I always say this: Ashlyn Carter's copywriting course, which was like $2,000 or something. That has, or maybe it was 1,000. I don't remember what it was. It was a lot, but it had quizzes in there before you could go to the next lesson. I was like, "What is this? I'm an adult. I don't want to take your quiz." Right? Like if I want to move to the next lesson, then I would just want to move to the next lesson. So, anyways, I absolutely hate quizzes. I will never give you a quiz. I think that's strange. Certificates, again, what are you going to do with the certificate from just some random person on the internet that you have a certificate from? So, again, they had some bells and whistles there, which I guess would be useful if you really were running like a school for children or something, but I didn't like that. Podia, again, I love Podia. Like, I really don't think there was anything wrong with it. The only thing that was annoying to me was that to add a team member every month was $20 per month, just to add one person. But yeah, but otherwise, I think they had really great customer service. You really need to you could get away with the $39 per month plan as long as you're not planning to have any of your own website. Like everything is 100% on Podia. You could totally do that. And the nice thing too is they do have the ability to host all of your courses in like a little sales page, which you can see when you go to mine. But I left so why did I leave Podia? Because I think this is important, right? Like when you think about whether or not you should leave whatever current platform you're on or thinking about some of the other ones that we mentioned. I mean, it was price. So I mean, I could pay 109 every month, which was I had the shaker, which and the team member. So or I could just pay 485 for Thrivecart, which I had already done. I already owned it. So within 5 months or less than 5 months, you will already have broken even, right? So you will already be in the black and be ahead if you just use Thrivecart. Also, checkout features. So a lot of times, so Podia does have an upsell where they'll allow you to add extra things for a special discount while people are checking out. The problem is people really weren't utilizing it because they were so confused. Like I couldn't add a description, I couldn't even add a picture of the item. People were just like, what is this that you're offering me? Thanks for the discount, but I don't even know what it is. And then also, there wasn't really, I really wanted more of an integrated solution. So I was like, I'm going to use Thrivecart as my checkout solution. But I didn't want to have to do a zap with Podia and try to connect. Instead, I was like, you know what? I might as well just host everything on one platform and be done with it. And it does work out much easier like when you want to, like I said, if someone doesn't pay or a credit card gets declined, it just automatically removes them. And then there's more customization. So the drag and drop layout builder for Thrivecart for the checkout cards, you can also do that for the courses. So it works exactly the same. But I mean, Podia does do a few things better. They have an online chat support, whereas with Thrivecart, you do have to submit tickets. They have built-in email functionality. So, you know, even though they don't advertise themselves as an all-in-one, you could totally host your entire mailing list on there. You can't really do anything special with it, but you can still host it on there. You can send out campaigns, you can send out newsletters, you can, you know, send out different nurture sequences for different people who sign up for different courses. They do allow you to host files and videos. So that was a big shock for me when I went to Thrivecart. I think the reason they're able to offer it for free is because they're not hosting any of your files or your videos. You do have to host those on Vimeo or YouTube or Amazon S3 or Google Drive or Dropbox or something else like that. They do have better reporting capabilities. I just felt like it was a little easier to see who was in what and what they were doing. And they are trying to add more features. But like I said, the community feature was a huge fail. It didn't work at all. I think I had like 728 people sign up for the Podia community when it first came out, but nobody used it. Nobody logged in. There was zero interaction. So it still just wasn't, even with all the bells and whistles that Podia has, it still just wasn't enough to justify the cost of going to Podia. So, or staying with Podia. So that's why I switched. So if you would like to switch as well, I do have an affiliate link below. And so if you use my affiliate link, you'll get the Thrivecart Starter Kit, which includes all of this on how to set up a checkout page. So everything like I wish someone had told me like how to get started, like, you know, setting up your account profile, doing your integrations, how to accept payments, how to integrate your email. Like we're talking, I am starting at the very beginning. You just open this, you don't know what to do, all the way to how do I create an order bump. So that's all included inside of there. You get a second course if you are going to host any of your digital products or your courses or your membership on Thrivecart Learn. I have an entire course that walks you through all of that, how to set up your student dashboard, how to create projects, all of those things. And then if that's not enough, I also have checkout templates for you. So if you don't want to have to learn how to design your own checkout templates, those are on there as well. So you get a few different ones. You get 2 for the digital and 3 for the physical. So you'll get a digital planner, like how to set that up. Well, not how to set it up. It's already set up for you. And then there's a lesson inside there on how to edit it. If you have printables, then there is also a checkout template for that. If you sell physical planners, there is a checkout template for that. And then if you sell notebooks and stickers, I will have those up by this time next week. So just 2 more checkout templates I need to add to that. And then next Thursday, so those will all be done by Thursday because next Thursday, the same time on May 5th, we're going to get together and we're going to talk about how to create all these mock-ups that you see right here so that you can create your own mock-ups, because I think that really helps when you're selling any physical product or digital product. So people can just see those. We're going to talk about how to create those on your own. So it's a private lesson just for the people that are in the Thrivecart Starter Kit. So that happens this time next Thursday. And remember, you have 3 options to get access to all of those. If you don't have Thrivecart, just go ahead and buy it using my affiliate link below. You'll get instant access. It doesn't cost you anything extra to use my affiliate link, and then you'll automatically get access to the entire Thrivecart starter kit, which is also another reason to use Thrivecart. Most people are using that. And then if you sign up as an affiliate for anybody, then you can automatically add your bonuses in without having to create like a special coupon and a special login. Like, it's just integrated into one system. Or if you already own Thrivecart, you can go ahead and just buy the Thrivecart starter kit. I have put it at a special price. It's normally $4.97, but it is significantly reduced just for today and tomorrow in the link below. Or if you join Planner Pixies, the annual VIP option, not the quarterly option, the annual, you're going to get all of this for free too. So what's included in the Thrivecart Starter Kit? You're going to 2 different courses. The first one is how to create checkout pages. The second one is how to set up Thrivecart Learn. And then the third one is all of the checkout templates that you're going to get. And then we're also going to do a mock-up lesson next Thursday. Does anyone have any questions? Oh, and as an added bonus too, you'll get all the slides from today with all the comparisons if you're inside Planner Pixies. So I will add that as well. Anybody have questions or any comments? I should have sent out a reminder. All right. I hope everyone's having a great and fabulous and wonderful day. I will leave all the information below. I will add in the special link to get 50% off Flowdesk as well. And I will talk to everybody Sunday. I will talk to you on Sunday because we have a May 1st plan with me, which I know seems a little odd because it's Sunday, but I promised to do them on the 1st of every month. You knew when the 1st was happening. So that's when we're going to do our May plan with me. All right. Remember, May plan with me's are free for 24 hours. And then after that, the replay is only available for Planner Pixies, which might be another good reason for you to join Planner Pixies.